Mango Bay, Mango Bay.
Mango Bay.
Mango Bay, Mango Bay, Mango Bay, Mango Bay, your Mango Bay.
For the exclusive content, don't forget to join our Patreon at patreon.com/mango.
Mango.
Bay.
Welcome to Mango Bay.
Mango fucking Bay, dude.
This is your one-stop shop for brown recklessness.
We're two best boys who are brown comedians in New York City. Usama Siddiquee at Usama Stands Up. Pranav Behari at Pranav with your bitch ass.
Hello, how are you?
What's
Nice
going
to see you.
on? Reporting for duty.
Guys, thank you so much for showing up for today's episode. If you haven't already, write us a review on Apple Podcasts, subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube for sure, and Patreon if you're real nasty. What's on the Patreon again?
Nothing.
Oh my gosh, that's right. Not
Anyway,
much there.
start
but
the episode. Not at all, dude. We have so many fucking things, dude.
we got a lot there.
Topical news clip almost
Topical
every
as
week,
hell.
giving
Mango
you
Bay.
some boosts.
We out here
right?
roasting the news.
Roasting the news. We got Mango Bites.
Little
audio, no, video and audio.
Little nuggets.
Little
and
nuggets,
audio.
dude, of the chicken variety, giving you some fucking...
We've got, I think, at least 14 or 15 hours of bonus audio episodes.
Dude, and that's just on the front page,
that
man.
stuff just be hitting
Real hit. We got
hard.
audio-only bonus episodes. Fucking come on to it. Called fucking After Dark. We got fucking early release. We got some TikTok. We got some streaming stuff coming in. I'm fucking freaking out.
I'm freaking out too, man.
I'm freaking out, dude.
Freaking out too.
All right? So just fucking enough. Like, enough with what you're doing.
Yeah.
My mom, bless her heart, fully fan.
Bless her heart.
Fully fucking fan now. All right?
She's a huge fan. She's on the Patreon. What's your excuse? It's 23 cents a day
Yeah.
to get on the Mango Bay Patreon.
I mean, dude, I just can't.
We know you love us. We see you in the DMs. We see you subscribing. We see you on the IG. Just help us out.
A quarter.
Yeah.
Like a quarter.
Just like that. Every day. Just like little brown beggars that we are.
Come on, dude.
Okay? Just do it.
He's wearing the hot onesie for y'all.
I'm wearing a onesie for y'all. Okay?
He's the sexy
And
plumber.
I'm too lazy to go unbutton it to take a shit, so I'm wearing diapers too.
Or, fuck the diapers, it's a brown thing. Just shit right where you stand, dude.
Let's get into it today.
Let's do it for sure.
We're
famous now.
We're
Sorry, I don't know you.
We had a little bit of a Mango Bay controversy. I didn't think this was going to happen because we very rarely talk shit about people. Like in this, I mean, we talk a lot of shit.
We always talk shit about
but we
people.
never really talk shit about like comedians.
Right, and also we're always just like, ha, 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 but you aight.
Yeah.
But this time we weren't like, but you aight.
Yeah.
We were like, ha, 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 period.
Yeah, Veer Das, we talked a lot of shit about Veer Das, and overnight, I had just started, this is our jungly story for the week, because y'all really came out for this one, and much love and respect to you.
It was like when you're in a prison and you're like, hey, you want to break out? Everyone's like, yeah!
Yeah, exactly.
It was that. Everyone was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Finally, someone talks about it.
You know, it was amazing, because we had just started the Mango Bay Twitter account,
It was
like
popping
2 days
beginning.
before.
Yeah.
And then like we had 70 followers, and then overnight we had 1,800 followers or some shit. And
not
1,200 followers.
And not all lovers. These weren't all people who were like...
No, there's definitely some people in there who are like, yes, these boys have good values. I'm like, chill.
You're going to hate us
Yeah, you're gonna
immediately.
hate. You're gonna hate us in no time. In fact, we were posting other stuff in there that's like, making fun of Hindu stuff, making fun of Islam stuff. Started hemorrhaging some followers here and there.
Dude, some guys were like saying something that was so insane. They were like, I've known this Bengali for 13 years. He's always been a homophobe. I'm like, when did you meet me?
There was a guy who was so Islamophobic that he was just like, actually, the Bangladeshi Islamist I've known for a while.
I've known for a long
Yeah,
time.
he's the Hindu-phobe Islamist. Bangladeshi is worse than Veer Das, actually. I was like, wow.
This guy.
This guy's hatred of Veer Das was not enough.
Dad, He was like, yeah, I remember seeing him in 3rd grade on the pulpit doing anti-Hindu jokes. And I'm just
Which I don't think I've ever heard you do an anti-Hindu joke ever.
even though I do hate him. And it's such a
true.
hilarious thing.
I do more Hindu jokes than you do. I mean, I'm the Hindu, so
In
makes
fact,
sense.
whenever I talk about Islam, I'm Islamophobic, to be honest.
It's,
You know what I'm
we're
saying?
very phobic of our things, and we also are very philic too.
Yeah.
I mean, I love being Hindu,
And very phallic. as
yeah,
well.
and very phallic. You know?
Here's the thing, dude. When you're praying, you're really bending over. For who?
Yeah,
The one true.
exactly. Truly.
The one true.
So
It is. You are really, you're literally bending over.
yeah, I had mixed feelings about this because we've gone like some of our clips have gone very viral before because they're pure comedy.
Right.
And that I love. And so I was a little bit ambivalent about this clip because we are making jokes, especially in the full length clip, which is on YouTube.
Yep.
And of course, watch the full episode. And there are some really funny jokes where we're making fun of the actual speech that he does and all that. But our other clips are just pure jokes. So I was ambivalent. I was like, we're not really haters. That's not really our identity, you know?
So the people we got, the 3K views in like 5 seconds,
Yeah.
3K likes, it was like, they're responding to the takeness of it, They're like, oh, this is a take that I can enjoy. We had 2 jokes or 1, 2, 3 jokes in there. That was not, but it's not the heavy hitter shit that we're always posting.
But good fun.
Good fun, all in good fun. It was funny because the clip came out and there was a little bit of like, it was toughness getting the clip out, and it was kind of like, this is gonna suck. And as we're saying that, it just blows the fuck up. This clip is trash, bro.
Like I really, wait, say that again.
No, I said like we're talking about like this. Nothing's gonna happen with this clip. It's gonna be trash, man. We're gonna suck.
Yeah,
and as we're saying it, just the Twitter just incubates this fucking explosion.
It was insane. It was truly insane.
Again, some of the I'm telling you, some of these comments are like legitimately somebody with the mid. Puja, like 1 second, I have to go comment on this thing. I have to go. I be like
puts a picture of
BRB.
Mango Bay in the puja now. He's like, oh yeah, Jagadi.
There's 2 types of rishis now in India. One that have our face, and then the 2 Agarbattis, and then one that's like throwing darts at it. We got a fatwa against us in Joshua.
It's true. It's true. We got
These guys must be stopped.
Yeah, we've got Hindus doing fatwas now on
That's what
Usama.
I'm saying, dude. Yeah, Hindus. We had rishis turning into imams.
Yeah.
Just to make a fatwa. And they're like, okay, BRB. They're joining Islam just to do the fatwa.
Oh man, it's like I think it was a good thing. We're happy that you guys are here. Some very nuanced and intelligent comments, though. And what I found was very interesting is that so much of our support was just coming from Indians, in India. That's where a lot of this is coming from, and it's to the point of the clip. This isn't the guy who's there to be funny for Indians,
right?
He's there to be funny for like New York Times reflections of what India is.
Again, we've talked about this. We beat the dead horse, but it's like it hit a chord. It hit a real chord, and so it went viral because viral. It did viral. It went viral to us because it was in everybody's mind and nobody really encapsulated it.
Yeah,
and then we hit it right in the fucking face.
Yeah, it didn't go viral. It was more like bacterial, but
it was the half-life was a little longer.
Yeah.
But it was it was COVID.
It was like Delta.
It was the flu.
It was like Delta in
Delta
India.
variant.
Here it was, and you know what I mean? But here it didn't quite catch on the way people.
Right. I think you got a couple sniffles and you got a couple of takes on it. But
1,000 new followers, nothing to sneeze at.
But they did a little bit.
Yeah.
So a couple, and then we're gonna lose some of those guys in good. I don't need.
Yeah.
If you wear all white in your day, I don't want you in my life. I hate those guys. Those guys are always trying to put their daughters in forced marriages, and they don't love their wives. I don't think I've seen anybody who all white who loves their wife. I'm just saying.
There were some very intelligent though commentators from India who have like big Twitter followings who were. Skyrashir Sharma, really smart guy, anti-colonial thinker types who were like retweeting and they're like, get him.
These are dangerous people.
Yeah.
Because they could easily turn around and be like, get you.
I know, of course.
And there's some YouTube commenters where like there was one comment I remember you were like, oh, Mango Bay, you wrote this. You were like, yeah, this is a very nuanced take.
Yeah.
And then 2 episodes later, he's like, and then I bought an AK-47.
Yeah.
And I think I have to unleash on the populace.
He's like, you guys are retarded, actually. I'm like, okay, take it easy, Kumar. Take it easy.
And then
that was his name.
He supports his idea with like a full ass Wikipedia quote. And this is why you're retarded.
Yeah. It was quite the trip. I was happy for it. It was a fun ride. Anyway, our next topic. Dude. Narendra Modi can suck my balls.
Dude,
now.
He wants to, bro. I think he's gay. Different theory.
Amit Shah, probably more gay.
More gay?
But yeah, I think
you
so.
Think they probably fuck.
But you know what? India's a pretty LGBTQ friendly country, I think. Like they passed a trans human rights thing.
Okay.
So that's not really an insult.
It's there.
That's what I love about like the hardcore right wing Hindu bucks. They're just like trans rights are human rights. Then just like what?
I don't believe in that. First of all, not in that.
Yeah.
I think it's there, and then you walk away from the one road. Yeah. If you're on a road where there's more dirt than concrete, I don't think they'll say trans rights are human rights.
Well, I mean, look, like transgender culture or gender amorphous culture has been a thing in India for millennia. You know, there's just a
but I want them to love trans people not on the basis of a curse. You know, if I don't give them alms, they're gonna kill me. You know? So most of the acceptance is based on this idea that they're gonna, curse your family.
They're prostitutes as well,
right?
Dancers. They have eunuchs have had a history in India which is beyond any of that too, right?
No, but I think
trusted
a lot of
court advisors, things like that.
Sure,
you know?
sure. I think if you have no dick, then you can't want the power,
right? Well, Varys from Game of Thrones
was Indian.
No, but I think that's based on like an Indian concept of what a eunuch does in a royal court,
right?
You know, like there's somebody who they actually, because they don't have kids, they're very trusted because it's like, well, what's he grabbing?
Sure.
For, right?
Also, they have no dick.
Yeah.
What can they do?
Exactly.
You know, that is a powerful thing. I guess people knew always that dicks were bad. For a long time, there was always an idea like dicks are not. This ain't
like
the thing.
I'm getting rid of this thing.
This is a
I can see where this is going, and it's going to be causing me nothing but trouble.
This ain't the way, bro.
It's like, nope.
This ain't the way, dude.
Yeah. Nope.
So our brand of the week.
Our brand of the week. I'm very excited about this. This is we're talking about Sunny Ramesh, Sunny Balwani.
Salbani, dude. And I didn't know about this guy until you told me about this guy.
And if you don't know who this guy is, this guy was the co-conspirator in the of Elizabeth Holmes, who is the CEO of a bunk startup called Theranos. Right. So this guy, she's on trial right now because she fucking put out some ridiculous. She said she had some technology where you only need like a small amount of blood. It avoids having to take painful blood extractions.
Right.
And all it was just like a box that you put your finger in and they just take out blood.
And then like a small cockroach bites you or something. It was insane.
It was the biggest scam ever. Her mentor / lover, who she started blaming for all of her stuff.
Pretty wild, dude, what she did.
She was like, actually,
she white women the fuck out of that.
Yeah, she's like, Dulcim put his spell on me. It's like, bitch, shut the fuck up.
Dude, also, how you gonna say something when you're lying on $1 billion level? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, you're lying on but wait, this is true though? Like, as you're getting shit down for lying.
Yeah. She tried to pull a little Me Too moment in there, and she put it on this brown guy, Sunny Balwani. I'm going to read you some quotes of what she said about him in court. Okay, very funny stuff. Okay, here we go. It said that he psychologically abused her. Okay. He told me I didn't know.
Next.
Yeah. He told me I didn't know what I was doing in business, that my convictions were wrong, that he was astonished at my mediocrity, that if I followed my instincts, I was going to fail, and that I needed to kill the person I was to become what he called a new Elizabeth that could be a successful entrepreneur. Oh, yeah. What's more Indian dad than that?
Very.
Okay. I don't know if he was lovers or your adopted Indian dad. And you know what? I got to say, he was right on some level.
This is exactly what an Indian dad says when you get an 89.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You have to be the better version of yourself.
Yeah.
Also, another quote that he said that was unbelievable. You're a piece of shit.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. This guy is my dad. It's so funny too. It's like,
you told me not to sleep much, eat only foods that make me pure and would give me the most. This guy's bringing in Ayurvedic stuff. I mean, he's really bringing the Indian dad energy to her. And this is the toxicity of Indian dads. If you're not careful, your child will end up scamming hundreds of investors out of $1 billion.
Dude, that's what it was, right? It's like he over Indian dadded her.
He went really hard.
He could have done some good things for her, like like a little bit chuppel here, a little chuppel there. Yep. Next thing you know, she got $1 billion, right? But he went to the other end. White women in general can't take Indian parenting. That's not going to work for them. And so this guy became.
Well, it was working for her because she was like,
for a little bit, but
Indian,
eventually
I can believe it. But then when it came down to her getting fucked, or after she fucked over a bunch, she like started pointing fingers.
You can't watch Seventh Heaven your whole life. See the hugs at the end of every episode. And then this guy's like, you're a piece of shit, bitch. And I love you. And let's fuck.
I mean, respect to him. He was 20 years older than her, which on the grading curve, the arbitrage curve of that, he bagged a blonde 6, that he's 20 years younger, which his standard is like a 9.
At 5, and then she changed her hair color.
Did she?
And then, she's not actually blonde.
Okay.
Which is the first lie. You know what I'm saying? Never trust a brunette who goes blonde.
She was such a derango. She used to dress up like Steve Jobs
Yeah,
for
it was
meetings.
crazy, yeah.
You know, she was such a nut.
Wild.
And then she went so far. She's like, well, I need an Indian mentor because all these Steve Jobs, all these guys, Zuckerberg, they've all gone to like ashrams in India and stuff like that. She's
Right.
like, I need that too. Boom. Enter Sunny Balwani.
He went to his ashram, if you know what
Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah.
All right? And he climbed that mountain. Okay.
His the ashram / incubator.
Yeah. She's like, you know, I have this new business that only requires a prick. And Albani's like, I'll show you a prick. I'll show you a fucking prick.
Did you say little prick? Let's do it.
Did someone say
Let's
little
do it,
prick?
baby.
That was the inspiration. He was getting fucked by his little dick. And she's like, wait a second.
Yeah.
Little prick, small prick.
Listen, I love this guy. To me, he's a hero.
No, I'm a huge fan.
He's an absolute hero just for...
I will never negatively look at somebody who yells at white women ever. You know, like, you stupid bitch. She's like literally
You're a
probably-
mediocre B+ entrepreneur.
She came back from like 3 angel investors saying yes, and he's like, what? What, you got a B+ in angel investing? Huh? Warren Buffett? That's it?
Idiot.
Huh? So the idea that he's constantly chuppling her emotionally, he might have. Do you think that it's true, all the allegations she made against him, like he raped her or something like that?
I don't think it was. It was like he
forced her or something like that.
I mean, which is rape. I don't know. It's like I think people, especially white women.
You think Indian dad uncle energy is rape to a white woman?
I mean, maybe, you know. But look, we can't put that past Indian
I'm
dads
not, you
either. You know what I'm saying? But
I'm not saying he's a good dude.
yeah, I'm not a good dude.
But I'm a fan.
Yeah, I'm a fan. He's kind of like our OJ in a weird way. Like we don't approve, but we hope he gets away with it. I don't know. I mean, what do I know about that? Like, she's obviously a huge bullshitter, right? Here's the Indian thing about it, because like Indian parents drive their kids so hard that they will do anything.
Right.
Like, you see so many instances of them fucking just going nuts in order to get an A, right? They'll either kill somebody else or commit suicide, or they'll lie, they'll cheat, they'll steal just to get the bag, secure the bag, and secure daddy's approval, mommy and daddy's approval. So I think that's what this was.
100% was that.
It was an example of that.
I really do think it's a little bit of a culture as well, difference in terms of like she was trying to do this thing that she had no concept of what she was doing. I mean, she was literally, she'd have been at a bake sale, to be honest. This woman had no concept. Wearing a black turtleneck. Are you fucking crazy? Huh? And then she found this fucking legit brown guy. Legit. This guy's a fucking billionaire guy.
Yep.
And she got fucking toasted, bro. You know?
Excuse me. Her being a bullshitter isn't exactly his problem. He actually did give her the tools to succeed, and he gave her everything but the brain power to actually make the technology that works.
Right.
That's the thing about her.
By chuppling her a little bit. You know?
Exactly. So
And it's
that's how she got $1 billion in investments.
But there is a white fragility to, this white girl who's just like trying to make her way in the world.
Yeah.
And some dad's like, Indian dad's like, do it again.
Yeah.
And she's like, this is sexual assault. It is sexual assault. And then he's like, I don't care.
Yeah.
It is. And it's like the level of badassery of this guy is like, he can't be affected by.
It's just like whenever a white woman has a co-conspirator guy in any crime, she'll always get out of it by being like, he forced me to do it. He abused me to do it.
Classic.
Right? So that's what she was basically doing in this
And
case.
it really was. I mean, bro, it was some white woman shit. I don't know if you ever saw that hearing. Because the guy, the guy in the back with the papers, interrogating her would be like, so you lied about billions of dollars worth of funding. And she's like, yeah, but you know what's not a lie? This guy touched me in the butt. And it's like, he's like looking for his papers. What part of what?
He put a thumb in my butt. He put a thumb in my butt.
He put an investment into my butt. How about that? And she really was a good, like, white woman. It's genius how they Jedi mind trick the thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's a very, very fascinating thing.
Listen, it's what they do. All the way from Emmett Till to Sunny Balwani. That's right. I made the comparison.
First of all, Emmett Till. I think Emmett Till is the white girl.
Emmett Till.
I'm a Till and you're a sapphire.
Check out this cute cartoon character I
easy
invented.
on Emmett. That's the one black name you don't want to mispronounce, I feel like, dude. Ta-Nehisi Coates, we'll get there. But Emmett Till, you want to make sure you get that one. Jesus Christ. It's so funny. It's like, because right now we're expected to know all black names regardless of how many apostrophes they have. Like, it's like, you can't fuck it up now. It's like, and they threw them all in.
Yeah.
So it's like the day we're supposed to, like, Black Lives Matter is the day you have to know Lupita Nyong'o.
Right.
You have to know Ta-Nehisi. You better don't fuck up.
Yeah, I love African names. I love like West African names. Those are the only ones that outstrip like South Indian names.
In terms of
You
difficulty?
know? Yeah. And
Yeah.
like you'll meet a Nigerian guy and you're like, my name is Joe. I'm like, really? That's the tip of the iceberg. It's like Joanna, good luck, good night. Smith.
It's part of his
Smythe,
name.
you know?
Yes.
It's
Dude,
like-
dude, there's one. Yeah.
Like they love the alphabet in Nigeria.
What's your name? This guy plays the bongos for 20 minutes. Jackson.
Yeah.
It's really intense. But they also do have like white ass names. It's like English is the main language.
Yeah.
So, but they all have their Yoruba name
Yeah,
as well.
they'll have like a long name and then they'll have like some like British last name.
It is funny because they will
Sometimes.
take
Not all the time.
some sound of their name
Yeah.
and make it the full name. So it's like,
Or actually, in their first names, like I've been to Nigeria and I
Yeah.
know a ton of Nigerians and amazing people. The closest I would compare to Indians, actually.
I love Nigerians. Yeah.
And they'll have like a little bit of English, and they're like their former PM was named like Good Luck Jonathan.
Right.
was his name.
Right. This is a guy again who African names in general. This is like a warlord. His name was General Butt Naked, and that
That's
was
right.
his name.
I remember that. Butt naked.
Butt Naked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's in Congo, right?
Yeah, in the Congo. Cool guy. You know.
Cool guy. Probably not.
Probably not. Imagine, I mean, the level of like, just the African culture, how deep it is, and how fucking intense it goes, and the fact that like Christianity just fucking walked in there. It's like, we got this.
Yeah.
What an
a terrible
insane thing, because they had it good. They had the fucking guys. They had the voodoo. They had the 19.
all the tradition.
all
They're
the cool
beautiful
stuff.
It's a beautiful culture. Anyway, getting back to it, Sunny Balwani.
Salute.
We do salute you.
In fact, I want him to kind of come to one of my sets and be like, "This is a piece of shit."
Yeah. Help me become a better comedian, Sonny. Take control of my
You
life.
a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Huh? I think he might have actually
Help me get a Netflix special with 5 minutes of material. That's the equivalent.
This guy has done it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because, dude, I mean, this guy is just a genius. I would say he's like a kind of a genius.
He's as on the level of like mentoring and coaching.
Mentoring, yeah.
Because again, he gave her all the tools. She just didn't have the tool that only can come from her.
All this was Indian whiplash. That's all it was.
It was. It's true.
It's Indian whiplash. You know what I'm saying? Do it again.
Is it the tabla?
Double time. Yeah, but it's tabla. Instead of whiplash is called carpal tunnel.
Yeah.
That's the name of the Indian whiplash. And the Indian whiplash would have a literal whip being lashed
It's
on
true.
Miles Teller.
Or he would play the tabla on the guy's face. Like, this is how you do it. Get your juttis right.
He's using the tuning hammer on his nose. Bitch, I'll make you tabla. That is whiplash. Yeah, two Indian faces, and he's just fucking tablaing on them.
That is the Indian way of doing things. You know?
The main actor's name is not J.K. Simmons.
Yeah.
No J.K. No,
No
no
J.K..
Kidding. We're not kidding here. Huh? Think we're kidding
It's
here.
FR, for real Simmons.
TYSM Simmons. Thank you so much, Simmons. Huh? HYFR Simmons. Hell yeah, fucking right, bitch. Do it again.
Anyway, Sunny Balwani, we salute you. That was our Brown of the Week.
Yeah. A true Brown. That was a great one that you fucking found for us.
It was a true great Brown of the Week. So let's get into our topic today.
So we're slinging back to the virality that we got, and that kind of inspired me to think about this a little bit. That we were getting a lot of accolades for the wrong reasons in some ways.
In some ways.
I'm not
Like,
saying
I mean, what
completely.
we said, we spoke truth. You know what I
we spoke
mean?
truth,
We spoke truth.
but it wasn't the kind of virality that I would have chosen. I would have chosen a virality based purely on level of jokery and level of fuckery, right? So I was thinking about this for a while, as the numbers were climbing up. It was a weird day. That was a weird day for me.
It was an emotional roller coaster.
Because we had just finished shitting on it, and then it exploded under the scene, and it was such an insane thing. And I was happy for the numbers, but I was also a little apprehensive for what it meant. And of course, it was such an egotistical thing. Like, we get 1,000 likes, and like, who am I even? Who am I now? Am I
1,000
different?
follows, yeah.
yeah. We had a deep existential crisis off nothing almost.
Truly.
And I was thinking about my online life in general, and like how truly giving a fuck about online is a death of a truth. And death of a good life.
It is because nothing good really goes viral. You know what I mean? It's mostly negativity that goes viral.
Why it's called viral.
Yeah. It's like it's either negativity in general or something that's extremely positive. Like, hey, my 4-year-old beat cancer.
Right.
You know?
Right. Or it's,
And here's a crying
my
moment.
bitch ass 4-year-old died of cancer. You know, it's like either
Right,
or.
right.
They ain't no difference.
I mean, that's the thing about online. Being online, being obsessively online is ultimately a purely negative space.
Yeah.
You know? And that's what's rewarded there, too.
Yeah, dude.
Division, negativity.
I used to agonize over my away message on AIM. You see what I'm saying? This used to be like my life. And I would end with, smell you later, or something, you know? And I would have like the really obnoxious like backgrounds. What am I doing? You know, from a very young age, I was fucking locked into that lifestyle.
Right.
You know, away messages were our first, like, you know, Twitter. You know, that was like our first kind of like way to express yourself.
Yeah.
You know, I was like XOXO Desi Princess 69 XOXO. I was a weirdo, man. I loved AIM, and it was like this insane. I used to go home and run home, just fucking run to AIM and see who's on AIM.
Who's on AIM? Who messaged me?
Oh,
right?
and dude, my first 3 years was just brown girl interaction was just through AIM.
Yeah.
I had no ability.
Yeah.
But it was just like, that was the beginning of like me just losing myself in online.
It's not. I think it twists your persona, and
Right?
it twists up your humanity to be online like that.
And you for MS DOS when you were first getting in, you know, when you're
Like Twitter, Instagram, all these spaces that just have shown like scientifically proven negative effects on the psyche of people who use them in excess.
you don't need a scientist either. You don't need a fucking, you know, statistician to tell you
No,
that.
you don't. It's like anybody
You
can
know?
know. Nobody gets off, and it's just like
Fun with friends.
fresh. Yeah,
Fun with friends.
Yeah, that was a good time.
Friendships grown. You know what? I love that he got SNL. I love it.
Yeah.
That's amazing. He's so awesome.
Hey, did she lose weight? She looks good. It's like never that. You know, it's never that.
Hawaii? Wow.
It's like you come off and you're like, I am a piece of shit.
Disgusting, dude.
Disgusting.
Dude. And then, you know, you fucking like literally like, you know, you go back and the stories are, you know, you go back to the stories and you're just like, I found myself, at one point I was like looking at Instagram. I saw myself and I stopped and I realized I was breathing heavily.
Right.
So I was like, just like, it was a combination of
You're
hate
sweating.
and sex. Yeah, like nothing good. No one who does is having a good time.
Unless it's I mean, after some boning, that's acceptable.
Sure. No, that's more like a.
Yeah.
We're talking
sure. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? There's like a darker octave,
You're
buddy.
right. You're right. You're a beast, you know, at night, slavering at the jowls, looking to snatch up someone's young. But it's people who go online. It's like you're sacrificing pieces of your soul when you're on there that much.
Yeah, it's really bad. It's really bad.
Mm-hmm.
I see little kids licking iPads, bro.
Yeah, I mean, people do shit that's obviously very harmful for themselves just for likes.
Right.
Tide Pod, eating Tide Pods, you know.
Listerine challenge.
Yeah, just talking, just pure negativity, just bringing them, being chaotic just for the sake.
All right, I'm gonna do the stab my girlfriend challenge.
Yeah, exactly.
All right,
exactly. You see so many shitty pranks where there's just like a guy's like, check this out,
dude, and he pushes an old
Checks
man
it,
down the stairs.
pushes an old person down the stairs, and they're like. And I'm just like, this is horrid, and it's all brought on by a culture of people who want to be seen for very little actual talent.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Everyone wants to be seen, and that was always a latent human idea. So it's not like human nature is different. It's just this thing is igniting the worst parts of our human nature. Before, if you were like 12 and you had an idea, you'd be like, "Here's my," and then someone would slap you in the face.
Exactly.
Shut up. Now. You do that, and a billion people are like, same.
Exactly.
First. Second.
First. That's the level where it's at where people are like, I was in the comment section first. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
That's their fame.
That's their fame.
Second.
You know, like somebody's going to see me as the top comment. I'm like, you didn't say anything except first.
Dude, and this is a video of someone committing suicide.
I think people and
first.
I think there's no lower class of human beings than people who argue in comment sections.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Or people who go into comment sections just to hate on somebody.
You think they're smarter than the people who say first? I think those are the dumbest human beings on earth.
Yeah, they are the dumbest. Yeah.
First.
For sure.
The secondary is, the guy who's like, you know, like, this is, you know, just starts fights on like a video about a kid who has lymphoma, you know what I'm saying?
I know.
It's like,
I know. Somebody would be like, hey, this is a really heartwarming moment. They're like, actually, it wasn't lymphoma. It was leukemia.
They say it's
Get it right, idiots.
It was not even stage 4.
Yeah.
I've seen the record. It's stage 2.
Like, are you sure he was stage 4? I think this was stage.
Oh. Staged
Jesus.
4
Yeah,
lymphoma.
more like staged 4. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Holy shit.
Like, that's how they be going in comment sections, though. You know?
Right. They have a whole video of like some kid who has like mad lymphoma. They're like, okay, Daniel Day-Lewis.
Yeah.
Great work, buddy. You know what I'm saying? You really killed it.
And then that guy logs off and then goes plays catch with their son or something. Maybe, you know?
It's a family of 3.
Yeah.
Family of 4. And this guy, you know, he's just like, fucking Jews.
Yeah.
Goes out, buddy, are we doing tuna melt tonight?
Yeah.
You know? It's an insane thing, dude. Who wants ice cream?
I mean, like, the question is like, are those people better off? Are they not beating their wives or kids because they're getting out their negativity in a comment section? Or is it
Interesting.
both? Like, what is it?
Interesting.
Because I just imagine these people having like the double lives of serial killers.
Sure.
When they're in the comments, just being like fucking vitriolic
So you
behind
right.
an avi of like a gorilla in like a bow tie or whatever, you know?
Right.
And like a cartoon gorilla in a bow tie, you know? And like, so I'm wondering, like, do they have a double life?
Right. Well, I think they don't have any life.
Yeah.
Double life of what? You can't multiply 2 by 0.
I'm just like, are they then getting off and be like, meatloaf's ready, honey?
Yeah,
It's like,
right,
okay,
right.
dear, let me just log off.
That was fun.
Yeah.
It's an insane thing. You think
Because
they
I feel like I'm very congruous with my online life in the sense that, like, I don't really go into comments and hate on people. I will.
Yeah, I see you eat spinach in real life. And then
Yeah,
I see you
and you
eat
see me do it
spinach.
online,
It's a
you
wild
know?
congruence. Yeah, yeah. I think these people who fucking are angry online, it's just a manifestation,
Right.
that they have. Regardless, it would have come out in beatings or, you know, shallow graves or whatever. But they have this sort of outlet. Do I think that maybe it's holding some serial killers in a good place? Like if you have 8chan, then you have less deaths.
Right.
I don't know.
HN?
8chan.
8chan, yeah, right.
8chan is a whole different website. That's the Asian 8chan. I feel like 8chan, just a bunch of Asian school shooters hanging out. But I don't, you know, we get vitriol all the time from people who also. Why is it that when you're angry, you also lose commas?
Oh, yeah.
What's that
yeah,
about?
Yeah. You're that incensed. You're just like, I just got to get this thought out.
How about you be angry and you conjugate?
Yeah, seriously.
I'm just saying,
Your
dude,
point would be much clearer.
You know, especially these Indians who are angry. It's like, you shit bull.
Yeah.
You bullshit man, kill
Well,
you.
sometimes I'll see like a negative comment on something, and then I'll go look at the profile, and it'll be like follow back, and I'm like, no, but why are they following me? Why are they staying following me?
I always check that as well.
You know?
And I always get a follow back.
Yeah.
And of course his bio is like kissing his rape or something,
Yeah.
like something insane, you know? Or he just has
It's like spreading love and positivity everywhere I go. It's like that kind of thing, you know? Then the year they graduate college or whatever.
sometimes you'll see like really big hate, and this is a classic one. Some white guy, heavy hate. You better fucking watch the fuck out, brother. If I see you in my town, I'm gonna kill you. And then their bio is just Psalm 16
Yeah,
colon
exactly.
2. Okay, I see where this is coming from. And the guy,
Always biblical.
Dude,
always biblical. And it's always with like sexual harassers too.
it's really bad, bro. It's low cut. Those weird visor glasses. You know what I'm talking about? The ones that are like longer. They kind of look, because there's a certain type of sunglass that these haters like to wear.
Uh-huh.
They're like it's almost like a Johnny Bravo glasses. You know what I'm talking about? The sort of like visor types, almost like goggle-like glasses.
Oh, for like sunglasses, you know.
That's what I'm saying,
Oh yeah,
yeah.
like the Oakleys.
The Oakleys.
Yeah, the Oakleys.
That's what I was looking for. Yeah.
Yeah.
They go to Oakley. Can I get the school shooter, please?
They got the
Huh?
Oakleys,
Yeah.
and they got the koozie, a Coors Light koozie.
You know,
You know?
Oakley has an incel section now.
Yeah.
Like literally, it's just for incels. Like,
It
hey,
used to be cool, like when black people would wear Oakleys, you know.
Yes.
Then you're like, hell yeah, Cool Mo D's wearing Oakleys, fuck yeah,
it was
dude.
huge. Yeah,
And then like white tailgate dudes
bro.
took it over.
They found it, bro.
Yeah.
You know, it's like they hate their entire culture except the Oakleys. It's like a weird thing. And now it's the official sunglass of the insane clown posse or whatever.
It's like we don't deserve these technologies as humans because we don't use them for anything good.
Sunglasses? Oh, you mean online? Yeah, okay.
And Oakleys.
Yeah. When I see a guy wearing sunglasses indoors, I'm like,
He's usually beating his wife. He's not windsurfing, which is what those sunglasses are for.
yeah, he's not. He's
Can't put on sporty Oakleys and then go have a wings competition, bro.
Yeah. He's wife surfing, really.
Yeah.
And then he's fucking just surfing the body of his wife. I mean, it's horrific, dude. I mean, he's surfing the tears.
Yeah, on the
stream
tears.
of tears of his wife. Yeah, I mean, dude, Billabong is an onomatopoeia for beating your wife, I think. Billabong.
It's Polynesian for a bitch should have known better.
Yeah, it's Samoan for bitch you thought.
It's Samoan for this lasagna's cold.
Lasagna
Marie.
cold. Not enough whale in it.
Yeah.
Where's there's no whale in my lasagna? Come here.
Whale lasagna.
What would they eat, right? The whale, right? Where's the barracuda in this, honey?
You're a culinary genius. Whale lasagna.
I'm imagining what the fuck the Samoans eat. There's not enough oak bark in this. What's Samoan cuisine? Obviously, it's
I
probably.
just imagine it's like really good roasted pig, and that's I don't know.
I'm imagining if you
basted
eat
in coconut milk.
something, right?
Yeah.
If you have a vegetable in Samoa, I think they murder you. I don't think those bodies are not. Oh, that guy has greens.
Yeah. It's
Those
just,
guys
it's
are
just like it's
fucking
just coconuts and protein. Because these motherfuckers are massive, you know.
Huge, bro.
They're
I
huge.
do think that if you have like one kale, they just spear you like this guy.
Samoans are big.
Huge.
Dude. They're
The
big,
Rock, bro.
intimidating.
The Rock.
Yeah.
And
The
Brazil.
Rock is Samoan. That's
He's
right.
Samoan. And you know, there's a guy who's called the Mountain. You know, like the
Yeah.
Rock is the smallest version of who he is. You know, hey, the Rock is big. Have you ever met the Cliff Face? this guy's fucking huge.
His dad is the boulder.
The Boulder. Oh God.
His daughter's name is Pebble.
Pebble. Pebble. And for Samoans, they probably skip women across the fucking water anyway.
Is Johnson a traditionally Samoan name?
Yeah, right. Yeah. My name's Dwayne. What?
Yeah.
Is that Polynesian for wrestler?
Yeah, I think maybe they're very Christianized or something.
Yeah. I mean, they definitely came. Man, the fucking those guys, those first white people who were fucking missionarying, dude. Jesus Christ, really? What a damn! You love
Bibles
God,
and swords, you know.
dude. You think like when they were having diarrhea on the first ship ride, they're like, hell yeah,
Yeah.
hell yeah, dude.
This is worth it.
God,
What we're
I
about
see-
to do, this
God,
is worth it.
This is a sign. This is a sign, dude.
It's like, how bad are things in Europe that you need to fucking leave like that? You know?
Dude, most of those missionaries probably were not liked by anybody at the church. They were like all weirdos. And like, I'll show you.
Yeah.
Just go on a ship and go to Samoa. Dude, listen, we'll convert to Christianity. Just stop talking, dude.
Yeah.
We'll fucking do it.
It's like wow, you were that bad that you're taking the worst people from these continents who are coming over because they're like they couldn't fit in, you know.
I am blown away. I know this is a digression.
That was probably super oppressive.
I'm
but
blown away that like white people were charismatic enough back then to take a religion and give it to like these obviously super ass, spiritual ass black people and brown people. What were they
well,
saying?
they weren't charismatic, dude.
What was the fucking? You think they were like, hey, this is the thing, and by the way, here are 20 of my gun-toting friends.
No, it's a combination of guns and then feeding them. You know,
That's what it is.
It's like
Resources.
impoverishing them, right? This is the colonial
Of course.
blueprint, right? You go in, strip them of all their resources, process them somewhere else, sell them back to them along with
Right.
Christianity.
Right.
You know?
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That of course that's what it is. Like, it's a resources thing.
Yeah.
There was no, black tribesman like Father John is funny.
Right. Yeah.
guy-
That guy's good.
That guy is fun.
That guy is good.
That guy has stories.
Yeah, it's never like that. You know, it's never like that.
He was not ever invited to the sacrifices. He would jostle his way in. Hey, what's going on, guys? Oh God. Hey, okay, we're
This fucking guy
sacrificing a
again.
virgin. Jesus Christ. But they were starving. Okay.
That's what it's about.
When they played a lot of fucking telephone, like that guy called you a bitch. Huh?
Yeah, and it's like when you conquer a people, those people are like, well, okay, these guys are better than us. This is their mentality. So they're like, okay, well, let's try and do what they're doing.
Right.
Right. And this is a very colonial thing. Like right at the end of colonialism, or as colonialism was coming to an end, in China and India and Japan, everybody was trying to figure out like, shit, we come from these really millennia old cultures and civilizations that are it.
Right.
Like, how did we just get punked by these people? And so for them, the dilemma was, do we become like them or do we find our own path? And so Gandhi was like a great de-industrialist, whereas the Chinese were like, fuck that.
Right.
We want America. We want Western science, Western industry.
They still have that. I think Asians are way more on the white leaning, like get a white guy.
Well, it's not even white leaning, but they were just like, this is what works. And they were highly pragmatic about it. There's a very telling story actually about Tagore going to China, right, at the invitation of like other anti-colonial thinkers. Right. And I'm forgetting the name of the Chinese guy who invited him. And Tagore was giving a speech and he's talking about how actually, no, Western Cartesian scientific thought is like the road to hell, actually.
Sure.
And really presaging all or predicting all of these kinds of ills of capitalism and stuff. And these like younger Chinese students were like, boo.
Yeah.
They were like, no, we want
Right.
Western industrialization. We want that stuff. It's time for our come up.
Sure.
And that is what accounts in many ways for China's rise and what they've been able to do.
China's, I guess, for a long time has been like liberty. What?
Yeah, I
Fucking
mean,
give me some money.
They don't give a fuck about
About
any
liberty.
of that. They don't care about what people on
Yeah.
the international stage think of them.
They're like, we already all look the same. It's
Yeah.
fine, dude. You know what I'm saying? I can't tell myself apart. You know what I'm saying?
And that's the point. We're one. We are one. But they're like, nah, this is about the collective. You know,
Right.
all ships are going to rise on this tide. It's not like, hey, you need to respect this about me. It's like, fuck you, bitch.
Fuck you, bitch.
You know, get to work.
Yeah. That's why I mean, like, Hong Kong's like, wait. And they're like, shh.
Yeah. And that's why, so getting back to it, like social media doesn't impact their society because there's such an intense firewall around it, right? Here, Twitter is in India. So actually, it has the potential to really destroy that country because you're having other forces of influence come in, right? And plant seeds and stuff like that.
I mean,
China doesn't have that.
Dude, it's interesting because India is not Nebraska, Ohio, California.
Yeah.
It's not that. People think it is. It's not that. It is America, Croatia, Cambodia. You said like India is 19 countries in one country.
It's a lot of places.
And you add democracy to it.
Right.
I think it's the most diverse democracy of all time.
It's got to be. It's the,
You know
it's
what
the
I'm saying?
largest and
Which
the
is the
most
hardest
diverse.
thing to do. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Whatever you want to say about India, it's many problems, but I'm
Yeah.
sorry. It's remained a
Right.
functioning democracy for the entirety of its history, except for Indira Gandhi, the emergency in the 70s. Right.
Right.
That was their one little blip. It's an impressive feat.
Right.
You know?
So the fact that it's still happening and then social media add that many different ideas, that many different camps, all with too much fucking.
Well, I think social media has the potential to destroy it. It's destroying our country. People don't want to fucking face up to the fact that Twitter, specifically Facebook, you know, these are all things that are by design dividing the country, right? Because it's all about polarizing in order to keep people in echo chambers. That's how you make the money, right? That's how you get the
That was
clicks.
found out recently. That was not a thing that was in the internet in the beginning. Internet in the beginning was not, sensationalize everything,
Right.
so people look at it more. Only internet when it was a freeform thing, when it was just people, it was much more
It was
simple.
the Wild West. Like, hey, I'm a pedophile. Let's get groovy, baby.
Hey, ASL. And everyone was like, you just have to know. You just have to know. Like, us as kids in the internet, you had to have a fucking little bit of a street smarts.
Of course.
Because those guys would come in, ASL.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, you're in their ASL. Their ASS, really. And it was like, dude, I used to get those too. I used to be on those little chat rooms.
Yep.
Those little ones. Bro, what a Wild West.
It
bro.
was intense. dude.
Pedophile's Cove, we used to call it, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Pedos
Cove.
Pedos Cove. You get on there. 2 seconds in, some guy named like Seat Sniffer,
Diddler's
85.
Rock.
Diddler's Rock. Hey, you want to go there? You got to get through Pedos Pass. If you're gonna get through there, Diddler's Rock. That's where Jared was like anointed, but he found his first kid there at Diddler's Pass.
Oh god! I think it's in conclusion, it's very anti-social media.
But also follow us.
Follow us, of course. Obviously, we're in it. There's no escaping it. So yeah, follow us. Good vibes.
Right.
I post fun stuff and stories. And
I'm with the idea of social media again. In general, it is a horrific thing.
Yeah.
But if it's harnessed well, I think it can help a lot of people. It can. We have to get back to that level of empathy, which I don't think is possible. But there is a version of the internet where it helps people on a grand scale.
I guess I don't think it's possible. I honestly don't, because the cat's out of the bag, and how can you scale big good vibes on the internet? You can't.
I'm just saying there are good things on the internet.
Of course, there are good
That's what I'm
things on the
saying.
internet.
And so
'cause there's good things
it's
in
not
life.
all bad things.
That's because there's good things in life.
I just think internet's a reflection of human nature. A lot of bad things
Right.
are out there, and a lot of good things are out there.
Right, but the bad has been accelerated way more than the
I
good.
agree with that.
Than the good.
I agree with that.
Anyway, we gotta move on.
Yeah.
we gotta move on. We gotta give some advice out. This is Mango Bae Fixes Your Life. That was your topic, guys. Get offline, except for Mango Bae stuff, of course. Follow Usama Stands Up. Follow Pranav. Follow at Your Mango Bae.
ASL.
We're getting into Mango Bae Fixes Your Life. Welcome to Mango Bae Fixes Your Life. This is where we give advice to Patreon subscribers. Our first one comes from a guy named RG. He wanted to remain anonymous. RG wrote to me and he says, Hey, I need
Hey.
any advice on getting over an ex? I broke up with her and she moved on, and now I'm fucked up over it. I saw her on IG with her new boyfriend, and I felt like a loser. My reaction is so strange, like there's something I'm not addressing within myself. Well, your last instinct is correct. There is probably something you need to address within yourself, right? Like, so I don't know. Breakups are always difficult. What are you gonna do?
The IG photo, don't ever go to your girl's IG after you break up. That's never going to be a good thing. Because she also is aware that you're going to go there. And then she's going to post the sluttiest, cutest fucking boyfriend pic of all time.
For sure.
You know, with the angle. When the girls do this, they're trying to spite
step
men.
number one is always never look on social media. I've never stalked an ex on social media. I can
Really?
safely say I've never like been in there and like looking because I'm just like this is gonna not feel good.
I've done a little bit. I'm not saying I'm a perfect
Well, I'm not saying
man.
I never, but I'm
Right.
just saying like as a general rule. Obviously, you look. You know
right,
what I mean?
right.
Especially when you're very bored, you will look sometimes.
It's almost like the feed will take you there sometimes.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
you're scrolling and there you are.
Yeah. But I mean, for me, the solution. Well, what is your experience with this?
Yeah, dude, I mean, when you break up with somebody, you need to break up with somebody. You know what I'm saying? That social media, again, back to social media, you don't just fucking stop, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking stop. It's not good. And again, discord in your life, it's going to set you off the course of like happiness. You don't want to add discord and bring in discord.
Yeah.
So just don't do that. The first mistake is when I broke up with her and she moved down and I'm now fucked up and I saw her on IG. You're fucked up. Don't see her on IG. So you're already fucked up. And then you're like, you know what this needs? Some IG.
Right.
Already a problem.
Well, the other problem is that, like, and this is something everybody does when they break up, is of course you feel sad. Of course you feel regret, right? Because, you know, it was somebody that you loved or whatever, and now it's no more. But the thing you always have to keep in front of mind is why you broke up with this person. You dumped her, bro. So you need to always remember why it is that you broke up with her. It wasn't good for you.
Go if you're gonna do the IG thing, scroll to the very end. And remember what she was before y'all. You know, in that area, you can maybe like ignite some of those old thoughts.
Yeah, you have to keep in mind the shitty thing. It's always the tricky thing about breakups. It's like you're in a shitty relationship, and it's like somebody stabs you. You know what I mean? But the knife is just in there, and it hurts, and you're like, "Fuck, I can't keep living this stabby life." So what do? You break up, you pull out the knife, and then you're like, "Why am I bleeding everywhere?" I'm like, "This is how it goes."
And some people, they be stabbing themselves, right? And then they twisted themselves. They're like, I have to go follow her.
Right, exactly. That's like the IG stuff. That's the social media stuff. Like you can't do that.
IG's the problem. The IG was the first.
Yeah.
If you watch this episode, you know what the fuck we're talking about. IG was the issue.
It's the worst thing that you can do.
My
in
reaction
general.
is so strange. Like you're blown away that IG sucks.
Yeah.
That, like there's something I'm not addressing within myself.
So listen, here's the other thing. I can safely say that after most of my breakups, I have like really excelled as a person. I remember not my last breakup, but the one before, a very toxic relationship, super, super toxic. Immediately after breaking up, I lost like 12 pounds just by not living that lifestyle I was living with that person.
This is interesting.
I wrote like 20 minutes of new material because I was just like, I'm back to in the space of doing what I actually love doing.
This is actually true, and this is also what a girl has said to me to prove to me that she's doing well.
Yeah.
Like what you've said, genuinely.
Yeah.
She's also been like, I've lost weight.
Yeah.
I wrote 20 minutes of new material. My life is amazing.
Yeah.
You're saying it sincerely, and I've had that exact phrase in a negative way. So here's the thing, man. When you break, take that word seriously, break, and take a second. Definitely don't bring in other social media elements. No. Take a second to escape all sense of human contact with that person and people around that. Without that, you're not going to grow. Because you don't have any distance. You're still in the mix. So the idea is to, like, whenever I break up, I always escape the situation, like society a little bit.
Right.
And just kind of maybe do a little mountain, maybe do a little hike. Or just
I mean, that's the
for
thing
a while,
is
just
that
get out of there.
you have to go inward and like start building yourself up
Right.
again. You know what I mean? Because that's when you're feeling at your most confident, right?
Yeah.
Like if I'm writing new jokes, if I'm out there doing comedy every night, I feel amazing.
There we go, dude.
I feel amazing. That's what I do. I don't know, RG, what it is that you do. Right. But whatever it is that is your dharma, right? Whatever that is, whatever the thing is that you like to do, you need to pour yourself into what you do, what your life's purpose is. And always, that is always the way to get over a breakup.
And if she also does the same thing you do, make sure you're better than her at what you do. Because that's important.
It's important.
You don't want her to be the thing that you want.
So it's like...
It is that. Put yourself in the most beautiful work and you'll be happy. That is the key of life. Is if you're in a negative space, do the thing that brings you joy, and life will just click again. It has a natural way of just like bringing it right back to the center. If your day is spent doing the thing that you love, you're fucking golden.
Then you're fine. You should definitely try and sleep around and stuff, but even that isn't really great for your mental health, you know, because you got to then think, well, okay, am I going to be fixing the mistakes of my past? What's the dialectic within myself, right?
Yeah.
So you need to be fixing yourself. You definitely have to fuck a little bit, you know.
Yeah,
what
this
I mean?
guy
Remind yourself that you're attractive.
You
and
seem like you're on
desired.
the one step away from like following this new BF to Crunch Fitness and checking out what he's doing.
Yeah,
don't do that.
Don't do that. Don't be in the stories at all.
Yeah. Online life is death. Remember this.
Yeah,
Don't
online
go on.
life is death. And just go to the gym, start working on the things
Yeah,
that you like. Pour
go to the
yourself
gym.
into work.
Yeah.
You know?
Gym and do the thing that you love. It's done.
Yeah, always good to be in your body, exercising, yoga, breath work, meditation, all that
And
stuff.
fuck
helps.
people that look like your ex. That's gonna be fun. That's gonna be good for you.
Yeah, I mean, if you have a type, go for it.
and be on top.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying, dude? Emotionally. That's our advice. We fixed your life.
We did fix your life right there. Focus on yourself. It's very obvious, but stay off the social media. That's the big part.
Yeah.
You know.
And that's Mango Bay.
That's been Mango Bay for today, guys. Thank you guys so much for fucking with us. Please, as a reminder, follow us, subscribe to us on Apple Podcasts, write us a review there. It really helps. Spotify, YouTube, Patreon for bonus content. We love you guys. Thank you so much. Also follow our Twitter, our IGs at Pranahaha, at Usama Stands Up, at Your Mango Bay on Twitter, on Instagram. We love you guys. Thank you.
Come again.
Your mango bay.